Hi, I'm Mr. Sam the Allotment Man, and that's my dad. This is our greenhouse, and this is our back garden. Today we're going to show you how we grow carrots. Not sure if it's the way you grow carrots, but let's have a look anyway. Right then, what do I mean by how we grow carrots? Well, we looked on the internet and we saw how lots of different people do it, and we went and planted our seeds down the allotment, and we planted them in the back garden. They didn't really want to grow very well, so we tried something else, and my dad is going to tell you all about it. Dad, are you ready?
Yep.
Right, I'll move this and you tell them that.
Right.
Okay, here we go.
Hi, right, what we do is we plant them in gutters. These are rainwater gutters, and they're about 4 feet long, and we put in just compost, and then we sprinkle the seeds very sparsely so that when they eventually go in the ground proper, we don't have to space them out too much. That way we don't have to thin them out later on, and that saves the smell of the carrot fly, because they get the smell, you see, and come over and put worms in. So if you don't have to thin them out too much, then the fly doesn't come. And also we put onions in to help to disguise the smell. So this is how we do it. You have an empty trough like this, and then you fill it with compost, and you put seeds in. Then a few weeks later, keep them watered, not too wet. They'll grow and they'll get to a stage like this, which is actually probably a bit too much, but we didn't have time to do it the other day. But now they're ready to plant in the ground. Now what the trick is to let them dry out a little bit when you do this, because if they're too wet they stick and then you can't move them along, you see. And then you take them, the whole thing out, and take them over to where you want to plant them. Easy. Right, so now we're going to plant them, and we should be able to get most of them in, if not all, but as they are spread out, we'll see. Take over the...
Okay then people, as Dad's shown us, we're now going to put the carrots in. Now the whole point of doing this is that our carrots never germinated, and they never really grew in the allotment. So we've started them off in there like a bit of a nursery thing, not in the greenhouse, outside, so there's no hardening off or anything like that to do. And then we're going to just put them in like you would any other plant, but we're going to thin them out now. And then we won't have to touch them again until they've grown, because the more thinning out you do, the more you disturb the carrot foliage, and that sends off the scent for the carrot fly. Okay? Well,
2 miles away.
2 miles away apparently, they can smell it. They're like sharks. It's very scary. So we're going to pop them in. Dad's going to show us how to put a couple in, and then we won't film the rest because it'd be tedious. But we will show you something we've done before. So Dad, just put a couple in and we'll see how it goes. All right, here we go.
So what you do, you make a sort of little groove about the size of the gutter, but not, you know, roughly. But before that you have to dig the soil well deep so that they'll grow nicely, and take out any big stones that you find. Then you take a little bit, about 6 inches to a foot, slide it along, put it onto the spade, and slide it in, like that. So that's some.
So Dad, are we going to leave them in a clump like that? Or
No,
what are you
no.
going to do with them?
Well, what I do is a little technique I perfected. You lay them on their side a bit, like that,
Right.
and then because this is fairly dry, as I said earlier, you can just sort of tease them out a bit.
Okay.
Okay, and they're still on their side, by the way, like that. So you've almost got separate plants, so they won't need any thinning out at all. Okay, are you getting this?
Yeah, we're getting that. And then what do you do with them?
Then, so when you got them more or less as you want, you see the tiny little baby ones there. Oh, it's sweet. See, so they're more or less where you'd want them. Then, I've got a piece of handily placed wood,
Right.
and then you cover them over.
Right.
They're still laying on their sides.
They're still on their sides.
Still on their sides.
Aren't we going to get sideways carrots here, Dad?
No,
All right.
because what you do. Oh, look. Oh, no need.
What are we doing with the stick?
You do this. You see? And you go behind them
Yeah.
and push them up.
Ah.
And that way you don't touch the root, because the root, which is the carrot, the bit you like, you
Yeah.
want to eat, that way they don't get damaged.
I see.
Isn't that clever?
Very clever.
I thought that up myself,
Very good.
on my own.
On your own?
Yes.
That's lovely.
Not with Neville.
No. Where is Neville, by the way?
Do you like the digging I've done down here?
Oh, it's nice.
Nice big hump.
Lovely hump.
Mm.
Where's Neville?
What about the digging? Do you think that's nice?
That's nice. I
Yeah.
see where you're going with that. Lovely. So there we are. That's how we put our carrots in, people. It's very nice. And just to show you, we've got some carrots that we've already planted, and here they are.
Oh, you finished? Just want, obviously, when they're all in, you give them a nice big water.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Brilliant. Okay.
And
Let's
that's it.
let's see those other carrots then. Here we go. Okay. Here's the ones we've already done. The ones Dad's already done. Let's have a look at them. Go on, Dad. Nice and loud.
Right, here they are. Now these ones were all in that white gutter
Right.
that you saw earlier, and as you can see, they spread out. So actually, you got 1, 2, 3, about 7 or 8 rows,
Yeah.
which come out of one gutter. You see, because you spread them out once they're there. So it is actually a very efficient way of growing them. When you put them in, and you do the technique of bringing them upright, give them a good water. We haven't had a lot of water apart from last night when it really rained very hard, but it didn't last long. The ground is very dry, but with carrots, once they've had their first good water, unless it goes really dry for say 2 weeks or so, don't water them, because they won't need it, because they're in there fairly long term, and if you water them, the roots will go like that and come up for the water rather than going down trying to find it. And what we want is big carrots. So here they are.
Okay. Very good.
And also,
Yeah.
nice spacing, so you can just do that without, you know. And also, you don't really want to weed them that much, but I'm just showing you this for the benefit of the film. But you don't need to weed. If they don't need weeding, don't, because that you might break one of these, and then the naughty carrot fly comes along.
Brilliant.
That's it.
So there we have it, everybody. I'm doing it. I'm not sure if I'm in shot, so I'm sort of crouching a little bit. I could stand up. I don't know if my head's off, but I'm going to go like this anyway. So there we are. There is our carrots. So it's a quick 5-minute wonder here today. That's all we're going to do. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Remember, this is what we do. It's not necessarily right, but we think it's right.
It works.
So don't write in and say you're doing the wrong. But you can if you like. But you know, give us good advice and stuff. But we think it works really well. We're getting good carrots from it, so that's good. The people who have entered the competition, thanks very much. That's brilliant. We're going to give it till the end of the month because we've still got competition people coming in. So you've got to wear a hat. You've got to have a stick. and you've got to be
Produce.
having some of your produce in your hand, and you've got to be in your allotment or in your garden or in your window box.
But don't stand in the window box.
Don't stand in the window box, it could be dangerous. So there we are, and we're playing for those great prizes. So thanks very much, everybody. That's going to be announced at the end of this month.
This month.
Okay, which is July. It is July?
Yep.
Yeah, it's still July. So thought for the day. So we've had that. So it's from me, Mr. Sam, the allotment man, and my dad.
And thank you for all your comments.
Thanks for all your comments.
Hilarious. Some
Very
of them.
good. Keep us happy.
Yeah.
So from us.
We don't get out much though, do we?
No. So from us. Have you finished?
Yeah.
He's finished. From us. Take care and happy growing.